break here in a few minutes. See what his take is on the sports news of the week. Cavs basketball tonight making their premiere on WMMS at 7 o'clock. They're in Philly to play the Sixers.
This made things a little tough on me because I don't like to – I have group chats with a few of my buddies, and we'll talk about sports. And I have to wait most of the week because I don't know what to think about anything until I hear the Poundcake sports break, and then I'm able to lay some stuff down.
It is
and
difficult.
I'm telling you, I'm sorry, Poundcake, but I'm very inspired by the sports break and maybe even stealing it, but just for my personal group chat, just to make them all have some larfs.
Listen, it's information there, right? So he's peppering the information with his own particular take on it, and so there's nothing wrong with you synthesizing that and disseminating that information in your group chats.
Probably the same way Mary does with my Perez built-in material, where she'll use it as anecdotes, talking in her family group chats and stuff like that.
That's what we talk about in my family group chat.
Listen,
celebrity gossip.
Maybe you'd all get along better if you did. It is it's a free exchange of ideas around here, and so there's nothing wrong with that.
We should start charging.
For?
The exchange of ideas.
Oh, boy. All right. We're all going to be out of work. Listen, the Cavaliers will play tonight. My Bulls lost last night, so if you're watching the live stream and you see my face in slight disarray, that's why. So the Bulls, for the season, are 0-1.
For the preseason.
I consider it all one thing. They're playing basketball, aren't they?
Yeah, but they don't count yet.
Speak for yourself. You think the Pelicans, who beat the Bulls last night by 2 hoops, you think the Pelicans don't count that game as a win?
Well,
it's a win.
It's a preseason.
A win is a win.
But a preseason.
And a loss is a loss.
But it's not.
And if the Cavaliers, there's a winner and a loser. It's a binary equation. If the Cavaliers lose tonight, what will the conversation be tomorrow? What, you think sports talk stations are just going to sit there and talk about something else? They're going to talk about how the Cavaliers lost or won.
Sports talk stations only talk about the Browns anyway, so it doesn't matter with the Cavs and Guardians.
Well, there's a lot of losing going on over there. I saw Terry Pluto write a thing in Cleveland.com. Why are the Browns such a bummer and the Guardians are so fun? Gee, I don't know much about sports, but I have a pretty good idea why that is. I'm not as well versed in those things as those sports writers are, but somebody texted me in the break, Alan, I'm a psychologist and a longtime listener. In my opinion, Poundcake is definitely the least narcissistic out of the 4 of you. So curious type that I am, I wrote back, who is the most? And this person said, by the criteria we would normally use. You're on the edge of your seat. Who do you think it is? There's only 3 of us left. By the criteria that this person would normally use in their practice, who is the most narcissistic on this show?
Now, if I say myself, does that make me more narcissistic?
I mean, I already said me.
No, it makes you right.
Yeah.
According to this person.
You say it's me, huh?
Probably Mary is what this person said. I thought they were going to say me.
Nah.
That means Bill and I are floating around in narcissist limbo. What do we have to do to get you people to pay attention to us?
See, I'm the most thoughtful on the show. I'm the least narcissistic.
Yeah, you're the most compassionate, right?
I would like to know what makes me the most narcissistic.
Well, maybe this
because
person
you want to
will
get
write
your life
back.
together.
I would like to know what makes me the most narcissistic.
See?
Yeah, that's right.
Whatever, dude.
Uh-huh.
Got your boyfriend and you moved into a new house. You just think you're better than everybody else. You're sober now.
You're sad about
things.
things.
You want to go to therapy and just make a job for a therapist. Like, you just think you're that. You're all that.
You want to tell people about your comedy special taping in Philadelphia in December.
Isn't it
Get
interesting?
tickets at Mary Santora.
You want to cry. And
Across
get
the board, isn't it interesting how human nature wants to diminish people who are trying to improve themselves?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
They talk about this primarily in the realm of celebrities or people becoming famous. They build you up so they can tear you down.
Sure.
And it's weird how that's not, that's like across the board. That's just kind of how people's brains are wired. And there are some people that are, more magnanimous about other people's success than others. But for the most part, if you see someone really famous, there's a part of your brain that goes, I can't wait till they're on the downslide, which is so silly and weird. Like, why are you doing someone else's time? You just do your time and enjoy their success. I enjoy Poundcake's success. Whatever he might have, whatever he might be good at.
He's good at the Poundcake Sports Break.
The Poundcake
And the
podcast is
Poundcake
up there
podcast
too.
is good, too.
Hocus Bogus 2 is what it's called. Hocus Bogus 2.
Yeah.
Where I assume you go over in great detail Hocus Pocus 2.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Is this therapist done texting?
My therapist?
No, the one that was saying you're
The
the
psychologist.
narcissist. A psychologist. Yeah.
I haven't
Yeah, I'm
gotten,
sure that they're like, oh, look at her. Look at her. She talks about her dead dad. That makes her so narcissistic.
Mm-hmm.
What's next? She's a boyfriend?
No, I'll let you know if they write back. But in the meantime, Poundcake, are you ready to show your success in the world of sports information and entertainment?
I'll see what I can do.
All right.
This is a Poundcake Sports Break.
In the headlines today, Serena Williams films her daughter playing with what her daughter thought was a cat toy, but it wasn't. It was a tampon. Not a used one, but still. This is why I don't like kids. They're always getting into something, and Serena had the nerve to post it on TikTok. She said, who am I to steal her joy? It's a cat toy. I don't want to mansplain to you, Miss Williams, but tampons ain't cheap. If you want some better content for the gram, go tell her to play in the litter box and build a sandcastle, okay? Also, Sherelle, the wife of WNBA star Brittany Griner, says she's terrified for Brittany's safety. Sherelle sat down with Gayle King on CBS News to say that she feels like Russia is holding her wife hostage. You may remember Brittany is serving a 9-year prison sentence on a paraphernalia charge, and there have been several negotiations in an attempt to get her out. Sherelle is also spreading the word that she's participating in a docuseries to expose Russia titled Locked Up Abroad, the Brittany Griner story. I'll keep you guys posted on when that drops. Lastly, once again, I strive to be this petty. Yankees player Aaron Judge hits his historic 60-second home run ball at yesterday's Yankees game against the Rangers. That is apparently a record for the American League. Well, turns out the fan that caught it does not want to give it back, at least not yet. At a press conference, Judge was asked if he would like the ball back, and he replied, that'd be great, but I also understand that it's a great souvenir for a fan. Would it be unreasonable for Aaron to ask for the ball back? You be the judge. And that, ladies and gentlemen, concludes this Poundcake Sports Break.
Play ball! This is a Poundcake Sports Break.
Was you be the judge the joke?
Yes.
His name's.
You guys,
I thought you were going to do something with Locked Up Abroad.
Locked
Because
Up
they did.
Abroad
That's what
was the
Russia
joke.
did.
They're not really working on a docuseries.
No. That's what Russia did.
Yes, Locked Up Abroad, the Brittany Griner story.
Was that his joke?
That's
Yes.
the joke.
Locked Up Abroad.
Abroad.
Space Broad.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Locked Up Abroad, the Brittany Griner story.
Gotcha. All right. Well, then it was good.
No, it
Right?
wasn't.
That was good.
You
It's all right.
You
I
built
got
me
it.
up just to watch me fall. It's
No,
fine.
please. Because I am into sports just for the names, people will send me names. And the guy that's going viral today, somebody sent me last night. Have you seen Steve
Yeah.
Ho You Fat?
Yeah.
Were you familiar with him?
No, and that's the crazy thing is this dude's not young.
This is a French player.
Yeah, that's in his 30s, I think.
Okay. Well,
Like, how do we not hear about this guy till now?
ESPN2, The Deuce, showed a game between G League Ignite and Metropolitans 92.
Okay, this is
They play in France.
because the top prospect, top two prospects for next year's draft played in this game.
That Victor
Scoot-
guy, the
Scoot-
Wamama
Scoot. What's Scoot's last name?
Henderson.
Henderson, and then Victor Wambalamba.
Yeah, Wamba Lama Bing Bang, top prospect.
They say I'm Wambalamba.
Mr. Wamba Lamba.
So there's a guy that plays, he's from French Guiana. He's 34. and his name is Steve with an extra E,
I love
Steve.
I
That
love
to me
that.
is the silent killer. Me too. That's the secret weapon there. And his last name is Ho You Fat. HOYOUFAT. 3 words. Steve Ho You Fat. I love it.
Mr. Ho, you fat.
Yeah. So, yeah, how are we just now hearing about this guy? I mean, this is, sure, we've got, I think we still have Jadeveon Clowney,
Yeah,
which is a
he's-
great name. We don't
he's
have
injured, but he
Barkevius Mingo. We haven't had him in a long time. Gas is almost $5 a gallon. We're about to have World War III and the economy's in shambles. But I'm glad to be alive in a world where we have a General Booty in college football and a dude named Steve Ho You Fat in basketball.
Why does everyone keep talking about we're having World War III? We're no closer to war than we were before. Like,
Are you paying attention to what's happening over in Russia?
ain't gonna be no World War III.
Well, I hope that you're right. But gas prices are going to go up.
Again.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Oh, man.
I hate when gas prices go up.
Yeah,
What
it
a
sucks.
bummer.
I'm gonna hot take. I don't like when gas prices go up.
And who could blame you for that? Well, there are a lot of people who do like when gas prices go up. And they're trying to screw the U.S. right now. So, yeah, everybody's going to start screaming and moaning when gas is. I mean, I hear one of our bureau chiefs out in Humboldt County, California, Steve, is out there, and he'll send me almost daily photos like what the living hell is going on. He's like, what is it like out in Ohio? And he'll show me a photo of a gas station in California where it's like $6.79 a gallon. So wherever Humboldt County, you know, where he is, they're hating life. But the gas prices are getting ready to go up here. Irrespective of what Bill's hot takes are on the subject.
Inside sources.
He's got inside sources that tell him that people are going to be upset.
What do you,
That's
what do you
word
think-
on the street.
Yeah.
What do you think the outcome will be in like the next month when the election comes around?
Well, that's the thing. You know, OPEC and Russia are going to cut production, and it's just to screw with Biden. Well, first of all, Russia and the Saudis are buds because Putin and MBS are psychopaths, right? So Putin gets to continue to finance his failing war. He needs money, and he'll have more oil revenue to do it. And he gets to F with Biden before the midterms. It's a win-win. So presidents don't control gas prices, but they get blamed when they're up because people don't know how economies or commodities markets work. So they think the president controls gas prices, even though the prices are run by private companies.
But yeah,
And you'll notice, by the way, they don't get credit when they go down. All those people that were putting their Biden did that stickers when gas was $6, but they didn't go around peeling them off when gas was back down to 3.5.
I never was one of those people that thought like the president was directly responsible for gas prices, but I feel like the president has his hand pretty much in everything. Like if you put pressure or like if you use your influence to kind of screw over the providers of gas, like the companies.
No, listen,
then they're
you
gonna
can
be
make.
like, okay.
He's
well,
listen. He has called the heads of OPEC, and he's asked these guys not to. So yeah, you can have conversations with people. You can publicly signal what you would like to do, and that might move the needle one way or the other. But no president controls gas prices. So you know, it wasn't Trump's. It wasn't to his credit when it was $2 a gallon. It's because everybody was at home. Nobody was going anywhere. And it's not Biden's fault that it was $6 a gallon. Because private companies, once gas prices are up, what you think BP is like, oh, God, we got to get these down. No, they're not. So, you know, and again, Putin's got to pay for a war. He needs money. So, yeah, this is very much, this is 0% coincidental that this is happening now. But gas, who knows how high they'll go.
0.0.
Right. Right. So who knows? We'll see. But people will be complaining again about, and it's a very bad time for gas prices to be, because the prices of everything is still up. I mean, if gas vacillates a dime one way or the other, you're not improving anybody's life.
Vladimir Putin.
Right. Talk to Steven Seagal about it. You think they're swearing in Columbus now. I was reading that Columbus, Ohio, is the city that swears the most in the entire United States.
Really?
Based on a series of metrics that they ranked the top 10 most foul-mouthed cities in the U.S.
I would think Boston. That was my number one guess.
No, it's Columbus because people go, oh, shrimp, I had to move to Columbus, Ohio.
No, people
it's because
love
of the
Columbus.
Buckeyes.
The people that live in Columbus love living in Columbus.
Yeah, right.
They do.
Landlocked. Fun. Columbus, Vegas, Jacksonville, Dallas.
Jacksonville makes
Cleveland's not even on here. Cleveland, I don't know
We're the
what
drunkest
you're...
and depressed. We just don't curse.
I don't know what you're doing. Yeah, you know how people get drunk and depressed and then hold their tongue?
Yeah, they go.
They love doing that.
I'm freaking sad.
Oh, yeah.
Gosh darn it.
Dadgummit, there's kids around.
Oh, those
I wish I could really express myself properly.
Those-
Dang it.
those dang Browns lost again.
Those
Oh.
dadgum Browns.
Dag flabbit.
Yep. So congratulations, Columbus, for nailing that. Beat a lot of bigger cities there. I've got to take a break. If you'd like to shoot a text, please do. 2 3